All right, today I'm testing the Golden Ticket Carousel created by Waylon's Way of Craps with Alicia and Ken Knows Gambling. All right, now today I'm running it on a simulator. Tomorrow I'm going to be buying in for $1,000 on bubble craps. I wanted to be able to show you step by step how you do this. All right, so there's several different levels, and I'm going to be posting them right up here where it says low roller. I'm going to have a spreadsheet showing you level 1, level 2, level 3. You can play this at a $1 level, which you need about $500, okay? $5 level, you need about $1,500. $25 level, you need about between 5 and 7,000, okay? Minimum 5,000. All right, so here we go. $5 level, if I hit $5 and I go outside bet, it bets them for me, okay? Here we go. We're going to see how many rolls. Let's try and get between 80 and 100 rolls to test this thing good. All right. I'm going to show you what to do after wins and losses.
Hey family, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Now, we just won $9.75 off of this. You're going to pull this bet down. So you had you had 4 numbers working. You have 3 ways to roll this. You have 14 ways to win and only 6 ways to lose with the 7, okay? So that's really good on this strategy. Now, when you take a number down, you're banking some money, right? You're banking the 975, but now you have less ways to win. So there's pros and cons to both of it, but I've played this and I like it, all right? So let's continue. You're going to have 6s and 8s. The only numbers that you hit and win with are these 5, 9, and 10. So you're going to get lots of rolls in, okay? 11 doesn't do anything for us. At least on this simulator, I can go fast, okay? 9, so we hit it. Now, you're going to take the 9 down, and I want you to see something. This is where you get to do a you thing, as Waylon says it. We're up $17, right? You see that? Now we only have $10 out there. Excuse me, you can leave up the 5 and the 10 and keep rolling it out. This is at base, and that's what I recommend for like 2 or 3 rolls. If you don't hit, then you start back over at base and you add the other 2 numbers back in. But we're free rolling right now, which is awesome. So here we go. 8. That's the way if you roll a 7, you've already locked in profit. You cannot lose. 4. So we missed the 4 right there. We missed some good money, right? And you got to have your bets always working, okay? So I want to make sure these are always on. Now, here's the good thing about that. Next roll, I was going to come back out and have all 4 of them. We would have lost more money. The last roll, we only lost $10, okay? So we still profited. Now, we're going to come back out. Level 1, we have the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We reset. And when you get ahead, you're always going to reset back to your bankroll, okay? Your highest bankroll level that you're in. I call it profit, right? So we're at +7 right now. We want to reset if we get above that again. Here we go. Ooh, beautiful 10 right out the gate. Now, here's another thing. 10 was just rolled, right? I can take this one down, or you can say, you know what, the 10 was rolled. Maybe there's going to be more 10s. You can take the 4 down. So you can adjust that to your own style, okay? But definitely take one number down. Now you're almost free rolling with these 3, all right? Remember, you still have more ways to roll a number and win than to lose, and that's what I love about this. So today I'm going kind of slow showing you on the simulator. We already have 10 rolls in, okay? On a regular craps table, you're not going to get this many. And we 7'd out. But I'm going to show you how this works because we want to you want to stay back to base as much as you can, but I feel like this strategy is going to do okay. So I'm going to repeat the bet. Now I'm going to, remember just those 3 were out there. I'm going to double it, okay? I'm doubling it at that level. Remember, we have more ways to win than to lose. So we can get one hit and then get out of here. But we lost. So look, we lost $28. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reset. That was level 2. We're going to bet the outside. That's level 2 right there. This is level 3. Okay, 3 units of 5. And we're going to try and get that money back. Here we go. 9. We won $21 with that. We're going to take that 9 down. Okay, and we're going to roll. 5. We got our 2 hits. We're gonna take that one down. Now we're up. What I suggest doing is you can play these two numbers out. There's no big deal right there. You can even go down to the second level. Or since you're a new profit, which is amazing, you can take them all the way down and start back over, which I recommend. I like resetting, okay, after a new profit. Now at the $500 level, we're trying to get about 40 or 50 bucks. Waylon does it with a $5,000 bankroll and $25 chips. So he's making about 200 and resetting. So we're looking at 40 to 50 bucks in reset. So we're pretty close. We're back down to base, okay? And the reason why I want to stay close to base as possible is if you get in trouble, and trust me, there's going to be some sevens rolling that you can recover, okay, based on the laddering system. So we hit the 10. We're going to take that one down. And look, we won 975. We're going to go again. And we hit the 9, so we hit both of them. Now, remember, what you can do is there's more ways to roll these two numbers right here than there is the bad number 7. You can leave these up for a couple of rolls. The thing that sucks is if the 9 and 10 roll, you're missing out on something, right? But look, there's 3 ways to roll a 4, 4 ways to roll a 5, 7 ways you can win, and only 6 to lose. So I'm going to take a chance that we roll a 4 or 5, and then I'm going to reset. Dang, see, if we would have had the 10 there, we would have made money. Now, even after we reset to our, look, $20 bet, we're still up $32 even if the bad number comes, okay? So either way, it's not bad. It's a you thing, how you want to do it. We hit the 5, pull the 5 down. Look, we're pretty much already at our goal. It wouldn't be a bad thing to stop. You're already up almost 10%, okay? And look at that, the 5's coming up. So I might change this up. This is a me thing. Whereas if I hit the 5, maybe I'll take the 9 down because sometimes I feel like a lot of those numbers repeat. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm superstitious. And we hit the 9. So we're going to take that down. Now, here's one thing that even Waylon likes. He does not mind leaving the 4 and 10 up for a couple of rolls because there's 6 ways to roll them, 6 ways to roll the 7 even money thing, and you're already up 46 bucks. All right, so let's go for a couple rolls. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other numbers that can be rolled, and you might miss out on some, but we're up 46 bucks. Cannot lose now. 9, so we missed a 9. It's okay. I want you to look up here at the roll track. We're already at 28 rolls. I've done this with 300 rolls, and then I finally started getting in trouble. And you know why? Because there was lots of 7s, like 8 in a row, 7 or 8 in a row. And if you get to level 8 on this, you're going to have a bad day. I don't care what system you're playing. If you ever get to 7 or 8 levels on it, you're going to have a rough time. Okay, so I feel like we missed enough. So I'm going to put these other ones back up, okay? Give us more ways to win. Okay. You're up, so it's not a big thing. You're already up enough. You're playing on house money, which is awesome. Hit the 4. I can't wait to do this. I'm gonna take this one down. On bubble craps, I'm gonna do it this level, $5, okay, each. And instead of $1,000 bankroll, I'll probably start with at least 1,000, maybe even 15. All right. So be sure to watch after this video. The next day, I'm gonna play it. I cannot wait. I've ran it a couple times just getting used to the bets, and I won 3 times. One time it did get in trouble. I started getting at like the 7 level. All right. And it gets in trouble because you've got so much, you're starting to bet like 100, these 5s, 10, 15, all of a sudden every bet is 100. All right, so we hit 9. We can pull that one down. Check this out. We're at $63 already. I would be resetting. And look how many rolls. 39 rolls. We've already made 63 bucks, okay? So we're going to reset. And right now what I would do is next time I have a win, if I get some losses, I want to make sure that I get above $63 before I reset back down to base. Does that make sense? So anyways, it's called resetting your bank, right? Your last profit session that you were in. So right now we're at 73.50. We just won 975 off of the 10. We're going to take that one down. And remember, this is your choice. You can leave the 10 up that just hit, maybe take the 4 down, but remove one of them. Remember the outside numbers, the 4 and the 10, less ways to roll those. You do win more, but less ways to roll them, okay? See, there's that damn 10 and we just took it down. Ah, especially on Crapsy. I think it figures it out after a while. I've noticed that if I play these systems now, we hit again. Remember 4 and 9. Oh, and look at this chart right here. Look how many sevens have been rolled. We haven't been challenged yet. I'm going to play it a lot and you're going to see it get challenged because trust me, I know how Crapsy works. In a minute, these sevens are going to catch up. All right, so we're going to roll from here. We're just staying right here. We're already up 80 bucks. And if you were playing at this level, you should be walking away by now. And here comes the sevens, trust me. Here comes the sevens, so we're going to try and stay low. Go back to just our $5 bets, okay? $5 bets, here we go. This is level 1. But yeah, I ran it a couple times on this simulator, and I can't wait to play it. Hit the 4, which is good. So you know what? We're going to take down the 10. Let's try that. And we hit the 9. Hit the 9. Already up. Look, $87. So in the last 2 rolls, we've won $16.50. Even if they roll a 7, we're only going to lose 10 right now. That's why it's not a bad play if you just leave those 2 numbers up. Of course, we roll a 10. I'll give it a few rolls and see what happens. Hit the 5. Nice. Now, since we hit 3 numbers, we're going to reset. New profit plus 95 with a $500 starting bankroll. Woohoo! That's really good. 51 rolls. All right, now we're going to get tested. There's a 7. So here's what we're going to do. And remember, I'd already walked away, but we want this thing to get tested. So here we go. So we have to go up again. This is level 2. Remember, I'm going to put a chart at the top over here that shows you units like unit 1, 2. Level 1 is going to be 1 unit. Level 2, 2 units. Level 3, 3 units. And then it starts getting tricky after that. So what I'm meaning at this level, level 1 is $5. Level 2 is $10. Level 3 is 15. Level 4 goes to 30. And that's per number, okay? So when I say 5, it's 5, 5, 5, and 5. Then it's 10, 10, 10. Next bet is 15, 15 all the way across, all right? So I'll be putting that chart up for you to see. Okay, so we hit the 10, or I'm sorry, the 9. We're going to take that down. And we're going to roll. 8. So we're still up. I'm telling you, here comes the 7, so I can sense it. Look how low the 7s are in this chart right here. That's crazy. There have only been 5 7s out of 54 rolls. That's like 1 out of every 10. All right, so the 9 was rolled again. Nothing. We're not there. We weren't on it. So that's one thing you'll have to figure out. Do you leave the 1 up? You have a lot of choices in this game. Even Waylon and Ken, they both play it a little different at times. But what I found is if you do get 2 hits, let's say if you're a level 4, it's always good to go down to level 3. If you're at level 3 and you get 2 hits, I would go back down a level and go out across, okay? That is my number 1 reset that I've seen, and Waylon's way too, okay? Here we go. It's always good to come down. See, here comes the 7s now. So we lost 30 on that one. So we're going to repeat the bet. And remember, you stay out there with those, okay? So those 3 numbers come back up, and then I have to add 5 to each of them. This is level 3. See, here comes those 7s. You watch, it's going to start creeping up. Okay, we're going to repeat the bet. And now from here, it goes up 3. Okay, this is a $30 bet now. So this is level 4, and let me make sure that I have level 4 is 6 units. Yes. Okay. I have my little chart right in front of me that I'm looking at. Here we go. And here comes another 7, right? See it? Look, down 90, right? Okay, we're going to repeat that bet. So we're at 6 units. Now we add 3 more units. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So now those are at 9 units, okay? If you were playing with $1 chips, you'd have 9, 9, and 9. If you were playing with $25 chips, this would be a $225 bet right now. Oh, see, I tell you, my spidey senses, I know those 7s are coming. It just happens right now, right? So we're going to repeat the bet. We're at 9. Now we have to go to 12. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And at this level, I can only bet so much. Like this could be my last bet because I run out right here. Okay. We need to hit something. Okay. We need to hit like a 4, 5, or a 10. That's what I'm saying. 4, 5, or a 10. And we don't have the 9. Because remember, we already hit the 9. So we're staying off of that one. 9 again. See, Crapsy, I'm telling you, it figures you out. It figures you out. If it's going to hit anything, it's going to hit the 10 because it's been going high. See? Bam. Now what we can do from here is, well, 117, we can go down, okay? So we're gonna undo all those. We're gonna take everything down, and we're gonna go back up to 40. Oh, we're gonna go up to 30, but on everything, okay? Actually, should be 45, sorry. That would be right here and right there. Then we're coming down a level. So this would be level 5 right here, level 5. And here we go. Hopefully we can, okay, nice one. See, we're coming back up. We're going to remove that bet. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, since you're only down 28 bucks at this right here, I'd probably even come down another level and just go everything at the $30 level. I think that's a better bet. Because look, if I had 30 times 4 is 120. That's less than all these bets right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take those down and I'm going to come at the $30 level. Okay. So I have more coverage. So I like that play. Okay. Now anything that hits is going to put us back in the profit. Here we go. So we are at level 4 right here. I think that's a good play. Coming down, try and stay as close to base as possible. Because if you look, now my bet is only 120. It would have been a lot higher if I'd stayed the other route. Okay. It's always good to come down. Let's see if we can get out of this trouble. Because look, the 7s were catching up. 4, nice. We're in profit town already. So we're going to drop back down. Okay, we're going to take this down right here. Here's where I would change things up. I would take that down and I'd come out the $15 level. And we're going to go like this, outside, outside, outside. Okay, we reset. We're not all the way down to level 1, but we're resetting to minimize our losses when those 7s come. And we're still up high enough. Look, we're already back to $59. I'm going to take that down. That's just how I would play after a couple of bad misses. And you could come down one level if you want. I try and come back down to base as quickly as possible. So that if I don't and I miss, my bets start getting really crazy. We hit again. We're at 77 spins. And look, we're at $81. We're going to leave these two up for 2 rolls. And if we don't hit anything, we're going to come down to 10 and 10, but on everything, okay? Because look, right now we have $30 bet. We could have $40 bet. Watch, I'll show you right now. We could have $40 bet. Whoops, sorry. I went too much. I'd rather have $40 bet with 4 numbers than 30 with only 2, okay? I just feel like it gives us way more chances to win. And of course, the 6s and 8s, and you're gonna have those numbers. So I can't wait to do this. Okay, we lost 40 bucks. We're still in profit. Look, after 81 rolls, think about how many systems can you play and actually still be in profit after that many rolls. That's a lot of rolls. So we were at $10 bets. Now we're at 15. This is level 3. All right, here we go. 7 again. Bam. Look, we're down. So now here's what we have to do. We have to repeat that bet. And remember, that $15 bet, now we double it, goes to 30. Okay, let's see if we can recover. There's a 9. Nice. Now, you have so many choices right here. You can remove the 9, right? We're up in profit. You can leave these out here, but you're still risking $90 if the 7's rolled. So in my opinion, when you get that high, I would take everything down and go back to the $15 level, okay? So I have more ways to hit. I'm still in profit. That's just my way. If you're riskier and you want to try and get that second hit, could cost you $90. That's just me. And look, I saved money by coming down, okay? Now, I'm going to repeat that bet. Remember, double it back up. So that one hit kind of paid for almost all those losses when we reset. So I feel like that's a good play. So always know your bankroll where you're at. 5, once again, look, we're back into profit town. We're going to, you know what? We're going to take those down, come back at the $15 level. That way we're in profit. We're kind of reloading, resetting, and still have 4 numbers. I like it. And look, we hit the 15 again because we kept it out there. Now this time, instead of taking the 5 down, I'm going to take the 9 down and I'm going to play with those 3 numbers. Hopefully we can get on a run. Oh, we got lucky, hit the 10. Now we're going to pull that down. Now we're ahead of the game. So remember, you can go with just these 2 numbers or take these bets down, go down a level and get 4 numbers. Either I feel like playing with 2 numbers is okay for maybe 2 or 3 rolls. If you don't hit anything, take them down, go down a level, add more numbers, give you more ways to win. So that's just the way I'm going to play it. See, I missed out on a 9. And who knows? The dice are going to do what the dice do. All I know is by having more numbers, I have more ways to hit, okay? We're going to take those down. Remember, we're coming out at the $10 level now. Here we go. Now we have more ways to win. And we're still in profit. After 93 rolls, we're still in profit. Hey, see, we hit the 9 by increasing our odds, right? So good play. Good play, Kurt. Hopefully I can do this tomorrow when I'm actually playing it live. I want to play this. I've been doing a lot of live sessions too, not just videos, but live, and loving it. People are watching, they're talking and interacting. It's been awesome. Okay, so look, I would take that down. And look, we're $93. You should already be walking away. We're almost at 100 rolls, okay? So I'm going to show you what it looks like at the levels at $5, okay? Let me get my spreadsheet back out. Just one second. So if I did level 1 would be 5 across, okay? Level 2 is 10. Trust me, this starts adding up. If you're going to play this at a $5 level, you probably minimum $1,000 because you saw how some of my bets were getting going. Okay, that's level 2. Level 3 is 15. Level 4 is 6 units. That's $30. Level 5 is 9. That's $45. Level 6 is 12 units. That's 60 bucks, right? 12 times 5, 60 bucks. Level 7 is you got to add another 4 units. That's 80 bucks a pop. And level 8, if you get to level 8, that's another 4 units. That's $100. Look at that. That's $400 out there. There's no way your $500 bankroll is going to last that. Now, Waylon also goes down. I want to say it goes down to like 12 or 13 levels. Don't get me wrong, if you can stay in that, you better have some deep pockets. But once I get to 7 or 8, it's already punished me. I surrender, say uncle, and move on to fight another day. All right. But, anyways, watch tomorrow's video. Hopefully, you guys like this. You can play it at the dollar level. Remember, I'm going to show you 1 unit, 2 units. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.